Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. So it is time for us to budget our first paycheck of August, and I know it is the end of the month. And I feel so bad about that, but I'm going to try to do some catch-up videos so we can be on track for September. And just so you know, I am working on September's budget kit, so hopefully I have that ready very soon. You know, ideally, I'd like to have it ready before the month starts, because I know if you guys are like me, and I know a lot of you are, you like to get a head start on your planning. And I totally understand and respect that. So I'm going to try to do better about my release dates. And also I may be trying to do the membership in September. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to work on my library of printables because I want that to be completely stocked, so you're getting a good value for your money. And again, I think the subscription to my channel is going to be around $4.99 a month, somewhere like that. And it'll give you access to the entire library. Somebody had asked me in a personal message or email, I guess, if I was going to then provide previous budget kits. Yes, I am. So if you didn't get July's, if you didn't get March's, if you didn't get whatever, and I'm going to go back and I'll show you what those all look like at the end of the video. But if you didn't get any of those, yes, those will be available to you. So you have a complete binder or planner and you're not missing any months. So I hope that will help anyone who is in need of it. Because I know just my typical practice is to make the kits unavailable at the end of the month. And I do that because, you know, it's a lot of work. I don't charge for them. And I just don't want to have, like, you know, unlimited requests for old things, you know, because I do try to keep up with the requests. Sometimes I get a little bit behind, but for the most part, I do try to do my best to respond to them quickly so you get access quickly, because I know that for some of you, you rely on these, and that makes me so happy. Honestly, it really does. So thank you for all my supporters. And if you are enjoying the budget kits or my videos and you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm not going to make that mandatory at this point. Well, I'll never make that mandatory, obviously. But at this point, to get the kits, I'm not making that any type of, you know, mandate. But I would really appreciate it. That would be the best way to give back. All right, I have a couple things to explain to you about my budget this week. And I have, oh my gosh, do you hear that? Something on my desk is like leaning up against something else and it's making that squeaking noise. And every time I write, I hear it and it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to start to just plug in all my expenses, and I'm going to explain to you about the homeowner's insurance, and everything else is business as usual. So are you guys on TikTok? You know, I have a very inconsistent relationship with TikTok. And I sometimes, like, I was in the habit of doing recaps of my longer YouTube videos over on TikTok. But I haven't been that great at it. And I'm going to try to do that. They don't get all the backstory. They don't get, like, you know, the full explanations. They don't get the whole thing. And maybe some people don't want that. You know, I'm assuming everybody wants that. I mean, and that might not be the case. So if you like a condensed version, head over there. But I will say this. There's no way for me to link my printables or anything that I'm giving away. Now, I have a TikTok shop like, you know, anyone else who wants one, but I don't have my own stuff in it. So that's also because I don't charge. So if you are interested in getting the latest and greatest information and links to download these things, here's the place to be. And honestly, YouTube is my first love. I used to have a channel for like decorating, like at home and hauls. And that's back in the days where I spent more than I do now. I mean, I still spend money, don't get me wrong. Oops. But I used to spend a lot more. And it used to provide me a lot of basis and subject matter for creating content, you know, for people to watch what I've bought, how I'm going to use it at home, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. And I just got back into wanting to decorate for fall, because last year I didn't, because my mom had just passed away July 29th of last year. And so I really wasn't in the mood. And it kind of saddened me because I always love to decorate for the seasons, but you know, sometimes you just can't. You can't force yourself. And so this year I have sort of felt that again, but not enough to where I could create a whole channel about it anymore. So let's get down to business and let's add some things up. So I know this is a little bit difficult to see from this angle, but we're going to try. So let's do the subscriptions first. So we have $22 for HBO Max, Hulu, and Disney Plus. So that's a bundle that I have, and I have mine with commercials. I think to get it without commercials, it's something like $31.99, but I don't really remember. Netflix, again, I have ads, $9.66. XM Radio, I have a deal for 12 months where it's $5 a month plus tax. So it's $5.36. Apple is for my cloud. That's $2.99. Paramount Plus, I have a 2-month deal for 99 cents for the first 2 months. And then it's regular price after that. So I'm taking advantage so I can watch Big Brother feeds. I know you can watch them on Pluto, but they have so many ads. It's crazy. Canva, this is how I make my printables. Car wash. Car wash is a little steep, but you can wash your car every day. Plus, they have the interior washing capabilities. So they offer like the microfiber towels, the sprays, the cleaners, everything. It actually is kind of nice. And then $20 for ChatGPT, which I use for work. I used to use it for school and now I use it for work. So we're at $109.12. Now, these are my subscriptions for the entire month, so I'm going to take care of them right from the jump. Now, the reason why I want to explain to you about this is because I had to do a little magic to get a discount. Okay, and I'm going to explain that. All right, so our homeowner's insurance came due. I did not want to stay with our company because I just wanted to change. And I shopped around and our company happened to be still the cheapest. So they quoted me something like, I think it was close to $2,300 for the year if I pay by the month. So if I paid a whole year in advance, it dropped the price down to $1,970 flat, no change, no, just $1,970. And when I did the math, I was saving like almost $400. You know, it was like high three something. And so I thought, that's a lot of money. And I didn't have it coming out of this paycheck. Obviously, the paycheck was for $24.81.81. And if you're wondering what retirement means, my husband took an early retirement because he was a displaced worker. He's not old enough for Social Security. It was just because he had a lot of years. So in order just to leave instead of moving out of state, he took this and now he works another job. But it's $24.81 and there's a cost of living increase, but it's basically around there for life. But anyway, so $24.81, $81 is what we started out with. And obviously I didn't have enough to pay our mortgage and a year's worth of homeowners insurance. So I reluctantly took it out of my savings, but with a caveat and the promise to myself that I'm going to pay it back every month. So it breaks down to $164.17 a month, which is still a good price for homeowners insurance. As far as I know, I live in the Northeast, this is a pretty standard price, and actually I'm pretty happy with it because, like I said, I did shop around. So if I add $18.17 plus the $164.17, and I'm just going to put that right back in my savings because I took this whole amount out, and then $35 for trash. I could pay trash every 3 months, but I just break it down. It's just easier. And then gas is going to be $100. My husband gets like 75 of that a week. He drives a truck. It drinks gas. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I really don't fill my car up that much anymore. Groceries, I have $100, and we have ingredients to make some dog food or buy it, whatever, however it works out. And then prescriptions for this paycheck were $95. So I am back planning this. As you know, this week already happened, but I just wanted you to understand the figures. So if we add $18.70 for the mortgage, that's without taxes, that's without homeowners insurance. So just so that's understood. $164.17 to pay back for my savings for the insurance. Car insurance I paid in advance last time. I can't remember if was it 6 months or was it? I don't know. But anyways, it's not going to come due until November of this year. At that time, I'll have to gauge again what's the best economical way to do it. Our car insurance is high. $35 is $20.69.17. So I'm going to put this in my total under my fixed. And then let's add up. We're not going to put the $19.70 in here because that came out of savings. So basically it's $295 for our variables. And then we already added up our subscriptions. So let's add up everything. So we have $20.69.17 plus $295 plus $109.12 equals $2473.29. We're going to put that in our receipt area. Oh my goodness. Danger. Okay. Oops. No. Yeah. 2473.29. We're going to bring our totals down to our income. 2481.81. Fixed 2069.17. Variable $295. Subscriptions $109.12. Savings 0. So if we take our income 2481.81 and subtract all our expenses 2473.29, we have a grand total left over of $8.52. And that is about as close to a zero-based budget as I can get. I mean, I do try to make the most of our paychecks and, pay ahead anywhere that I can, try to get ahead, do a little bit of savings, but that's about as close as I can get. So you guys have seen this planner. Obviously, I did an entire flip through. But if you're wondering what the other months look like, if you're kind of newer here, or you just haven't been here the entire year, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And these are what the kits look like. So January is a very wintry based theme. I think I messed up on one of these calendar dates in one of the months, and I can't remember which one it was. I don't know. I got to be more careful. But anyways, you will see that the color scheme changes, for the different themes that I do. I try to do everything, in relation to the cover theme. I try to match it all up so it's cohesive. In February, we got a little floral going on. I didn't want to do hearts because not everybody's into that. And sometimes that can turn out a little bit childish. Not that hearts are childish, but you know what I mean. This is what March looked like. See, I was very inconsistent in my planning this past year. Oh, this is my content creation planner. This is something else that you can have if you are somebody who does YouTube or TikTok, and want to, you know, track your goals and things like that. This was a really big planner. This is April. So we're into some strawberries. It's very cutesy. You know, the colors all match. I like that one. And then May and June, I don't even know. I don't even think I did it. I don't know. Because now we're in July. And if I did it, I would have put it in here. I told you guys I was working my budget to the side. I wasn't doing this layout. I do have a little book that has a lot more personal information, sensitive information about accounts and stuff like that. So I'm still working my budget, but I wasn't working it in this format, obviously, for a couple of months. And then here is August, and this was very like Italian, Mediterranean coastline inspired with the citrus and all that. So that's what that looks like. And also I do a yearly planner. So if you're somebody who likes, you know, a monthly planner, that's pretty much what this is. So open up, here's January, February, March. It's like kind of watercolorish. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So those are, you know, a few of the things that you'll have access to. And like I said, it's not limited to what you see here. I have a lot of printables that I've created, you know, over the past year especially. And so all of those will be in that library if you decide to become a channel subscriber. Now, if you're not a channel subscriber, you'll still get access to things. Don't get me wrong. It just won't be full access. So I have to kind of, that's why I haven't done this yet. I haven't taken the leap because I kind of have to figure out what that looks like. And I want it to be fair. I want it to be accessible to people because, you know, we're all trying to save money. We're all trying to spend less, I'm sure. So I don't want to gouge anybody, but I can say this. If you are somebody who has ever purchased digital printables from Etsy or any other, you know, websites, like one kit like this would be at least $4.99 or more just for 1 month. So I do think that it is a good value, and I want to keep that in mind and know that I'm giving you guys something that's worth something in comparison to if you bought similar printables and similar assets and files from somewhere else and paid for them. So hopefully that all makes sense. But all right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with me. And I'll see you guys in the next one.